Hi guys, welcome to the Wrestling Retrospective. In this video I will be doing my predictions for Survivor Series. First up we have Seth Rollins defending the United States Championship against Bobby Lashley and Austin Theory. For me, I think Seth Rollins is going to get the win in this match. I think Bobby Lashley is going to move on to face Brock Lesnar at the Royal Rumble, so I think Austin Theory is in to really take the pin in this one. He's been on this role of losing a lot, and it's kind of having a bad effect on him, and I think they're going to carry on with that storyline. I think with the Royal Rumble they could use this elimination as a way to make that better as well. So yeah, I think there's only really one outcome with Seth Rollins retaining the US Championship. I'm really enjoying his reign at the minute, and I think he's only going to help the title become more prestigious. So yeah, I think it's going to be a really good match as well. But yeah, Seth Rollins to retaining this one. Following that with AJ Styles facing Finn Balor, I think this will be match of the night from a wrestling, like a technical wrestling perspective. I think the bigger matches will be the two War Games matches, but I think from a professional wrestling standpoint this is going to be fantastic. Really looking forward to it. For me, I think AJ Styles is going to get the win. I think with the Judgment Day getting the win in Saudi Arabia, this will kind of even them up going into a third match, possibly at the Royal Rumble. I also found out a fact the other day that AJ Styles hasn't won a singles match in 3 years on pay-per-view, which I really think should not be the case. I think he should be further up the card, but so should Balor as well. This should ideally be a title match, but it's not. But I think they'll put on a great show, similar to what they did back at TLC all them years ago. But yeah, really looking forward to this one, but AJ Styles for the win. Next up we have Ronda Rousey defending the SmackDown Women's Championship against Shotzi. For me, I would love if Shotzi got the win in this one. I think she'd make a great champion, but I don't think it's her time yet, and also there's no way she's going to beat Ronda Rousey. I think if anything it's going to be a bit of a squash match. I can't see her actually getting much offense in against Ronda. I think it's just a way to build Ronda up to possibly Royal Rumble or WrestleMania. I think with Becky Lynch coming back, the prospect of having Ronda versus Becky finally is really good, and this match I really want to see. So if it means Ronda Rousey has to go through Shotzi, I can imagine that Raquel Rodriguez is going to get a shot, probably at the Rumble or just on a SmackDown next. But yeah, either way, looking forward to the match. Well, actually, to be fair, I think it's going to be a quick, good match, but I'm not looking forward to it in the sense of I'm a big fan of Shotzi's and she's going to get destroyed probably. But yeah, I think it's something. But Ronda Rousey definitely to retain the SmackDown Women's Championship. And ultimately, we have Team Belair, which is Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, Mia Yim, Asuka, and Becky Lynch against Team Damage Control, which is obviously Bayley, Io Sky, Dakota Kai, Rhea Ripley, and Nikki Cross. I think this is going to be the better of the two War Games matches. I think there's a lot more storylines to start and carry on. With this one, I think with Bianca, I can actually see Bianca, Bayley, and Rhea having more of a triple threat match for the Women's Championship, or just having Rhea Ripley win the War Games match by pinning Bianca Belair, setting up a title match possibly for the Royal Rumble. I'm interested to see what they're going to do with Alexa Bliss in this one, whether she might lose it a little bit and show this more aggressive side now that Bray Wyatt's around again, or just something to do with Bray in this match where violence is allowed. I think would work really well. I'm surprised that Liv Morgan didn't get chosen to be in the match. I thought this would be like the ideal person with the gimmick that she's going for, but it's clearly not the case. But yeah, I think as I said, this is going to be the better of the two War Games matches. Really looking forward to it. I think it'll probably start the pay-per-view. But for this one, I've got Team Belair to come out with the win. As I said, probably Rhea Ripley pinning Bianca Belair. And finally, in what I assume will be the main event, we have the War Games match between Team Bloodline and Team Brawling Brutes. And yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. Probably a little bit less than the women's side, as I've said. But I think that the Bloodline are going to get the win in this one. They've been setting up a lot of like Sami Zayn turning on the Bloodline to help Kevin type thing. I'm actually expecting the opposite. I think Sami's going to pin Kevin Owens for the win so that he can prove to the Bloodline that he is like 100% with them, and then the turn will come later on. I'm expecting it to come maybe Elimination Chamber time, maybe February type. Not quite WrestleMania, because I don't think Roman's going to come out of WrestleMania with the championships. But as I said, it should be a good match. I think Kevin Owens is going to jump off something high. Butch is I think he's been in probably the most War Games matches out of everyone. I think he has. That's straight fact. I don't know why I suggested it wasn't. So we got the most experience. But yeah, this kind of suits down really well for these guys, like all the brawling stuff like that, it works really well. And yeah, I think if we're going to set up Sheamus versus Roman at the Royal Rumble, I think that'd be a really cool match to have. I didn't even think about Sheamus being a world title contender. But yeah, as I said, I think Sami is going to pin Owens to prove he really is honorary to the Usos. And yeah, I think that's how this is going to finish. So yeah, Bloodline for the win. So those are my predictions for Survivor Series War Games. Do please comment below what you think is going to happen during the pay-per-view. Enjoy the pay-per-view, of course, and please do leave this video a like and press subscribe if you want to have more videos like this. I do plan on bringing a review out full gear very soon, probably at some point next week. I've been having trouble with audio, which is why this is so late. I did make a video yesterday, but it sucked really bad, so I deleted it and made this one today. But yeah, as I said, enjoy the pay-per-view. As I said, I think it's going to be really good. Really looking forward to having War Games on the main roster. And for now, I'll see you guys later on.